everyone, it's 24th of June, down the allotment. I've been down for the last couple of days, or probably last 3 days, doing the compost bays, so that's all done now. I've just got a little fire going at the moment because it's actually taken longer to burn all the wood, because I've only got a tiny little fire bin and not a lot of room to have a fire. Instead of like trying to mound it all up, I've got a wood pile to a degree, you know, because I need some wood for obviously when I put the tarpaulins down the potato bed for weighting that down, so I've got to keep some wood. As much as I'd like to get it out of the way, I'll find somewhere for it. It's just piled up near the fruit cage at the moment. So I'm going to harvest these cauliflower. There's some cauliflower that are ready. I think they're called Tirza. Probably about 2 or 3. They could probably go a couple more days, but you know, yeah, we'll have a look at them. Broccoli side shoots, probably a few in there, but I'll probably come back after the weekend and pick them. You know, because it's been a long few days. You know, I've been here till late at night in between thunderstorms and downpours. It's been quite horrendous, to be honest, to get it done. It's taken me a lot longer than I thought it would have done. But I'd say it's pretty much as I planned it and a bit more. So the fence bit down that end's done as well. So overall, I'm quite happy with it. I've got a little bit of space now. So I've not tidied the shed out, so that needs doing. So we'll get on with harvesting, because I've got to do this cauliflower, and then I've got some blueberries which are ready for picking, because they're laden with berries. I'm going to have to put some canes in, I think, try and support some of the branches, because they're just hanging down with the weight of fruit. So if I don't pick them, you know, it'll hold the other ones up from ripening. So I just want to pick all the right ones, and then it's kind of probably every 4 or 5 days come down and keep picking them, you know, for the next probably 5-6 weeks. So I'm just going to get the cauliflower, blueberries, probably some more spring onions and some beetroot, probably another couple of the golden acre cabbage. Peas are just starting. I've had a bit of a pick at a few and eaten them, but I haven't got time to do that today. So you know, another 3 or 4 days. We have a bit of rain and that. You know, we have had a little bit of rain on and off, downpours. So things should start to swell up a bit now. I've not sprayed for blight. I think I'll be okay, but you can never tell. So it's not long off for them. So right, so we'll crack on with these cauliflower then. You have to excuse the wind. It is absolutely a bit gusty today. So it's just it's been like heat wave, downpours, thunderstorms all in one day. I'll have to lift the net up. Probably just try and lift this back end, because as I said, there are only 2 rows here, which are the Tirza. So them 2 are definitely ready. That one's not. Little one in there, and I think there's probably another one in there that'll handle a couple of days. If we get any rain, the slugs might come in and cause havoc, but we'll just play that one by ear. So we've had, you know, when I've picked all these, we'll have a look down at the composting end. Need to wait for that fire to burn down. I can shift the ashes and whatnot then, and then have a look. And then I will be uploading probably a brief time. I've not filmed much. I've just filmed like a little bit, because I really wanted to get on and get it done. And I've obviously got the raised bed footage as well, so I'll probably just mix it all together and time lapse it pretty, you know, keep it fairly short, but obviously there's a lot of work gone on, and I might overdub some of it regarding the raised bed. You know, I might just record myself saying what I'm actually doing with it. Right, so it seems a shame to get a big gap, but nevertheless, do a cleaning my hands really, because black hands. I'll be putting these in my compost heap, so I'll try and keep my microphone out the wind as much as possible. But it is pretty gusty. Not seen any slugs as yet. Not massive, but I don't think these ones do get massive, because they are an early one, these Tirza. I did them last year. I've got Clapton in the bed as well. I've sown some more seeds. I think it's Saparo or something they're called. I've got to prick them out. So I can't really see any any slugs up in there. Sometimes you get like a big grub. It's a bit hard to tell, but decent sized cauliflower. Get some one out. I just don't want to risk leaving it. We've still got a little bit of cauliflower left from last year because it is not my favourite vegetable at all. My dad likes it, Mrs. likes it. It's just a bit bland tasting for me. I did some the other year, I didn't mind. I can't remember which ones they were though. Yeah, pretty tight. As I say, it starts to separate around the sides here. So another couple of days and I might have been in trouble. But a couple of cauliflowers to take home. It's a good start. Right, that's it. As you can see, it's all done. It's looking nice and tidy. A lot more space. Don't know what I'm going to do with this space yet. It seems strange to not have something growing in this space, but I'll say I've got the 5 foot by 10.5 bed there, so I've got more growing space than I did have. But it's a complete replica of the 4 main beds on the plot. So water butts are behind. I've got 4 behind, and they're linked to one by the shed door. But I'll give you a look round in a minute. I'll just this is all the tops I've just taken off of everything, all the beetroot and cabbage and cauliflower. So lob it in. I've got another Dalek round there. That's just it's got some old sort of bean plants in, I think, from last year, so I need to empty that into there, and I'll use that for storing my tarpaulin and stuff, because I say just that one there's got the green waste, the actual site I delivered last year, and it's kind of full to here, so I thought, well, I'll keep it because it's handy. It's not in my way there as yet, and if it does get in my way, then I'll get rid of it. So the basic principle of these is just basically got a couple of slats in each side, just a case of dropping them in. This one's just full of tarpaulins at the moment. Once I've got them out of the way, I'll probably load it up with manure. I wasn't going to put a roof on it, but I've got some clear polycarbonate. I know it's not great being clear, but it's just to stop it getting absolutely sodden wet, and it was free. A neighbour of mine gave it to me a few months ago, and I just thought about it this morning, so I brought it with me. And it'll keep the worst around. Obviously it will leak, some rain will get in, but it's not just going to flood it out and end up really soggy, and I can water it myself. So I've just got some cardboard sort of lining the inside of this one for now. It's just a case of getting these to go down square. They are a little bit slack, you know, but they won't come out. the width of the bays, that one and that one are 775 millimeters, and that's 780. Don't know why, it just ended up that way, and I thought, well, I'm not bothered, it'll do. And they're a full sort of, we're about a metre deep and a 4 foot high. But obviously fill it, you know, when it'll sink down. So I don't want to be brimming it any higher, because I need to be able to obviously get in and see. And, you know, air can run through a little bit as well. So I'll get the camera and we'll have a bit of a look around everything, so you can see how it's all been done. And I can leave a wheelbarrow here now because I've got somewhere to put it. Right, we'll go down the side of the plot first. So as you can see, it's the old fruit cage with the old fence, and then we've got some new fence in here. It's all new. The netting's a bit not as sturdy as the old netting, to be honest, so it must have been some cheaper stuff that I got. That water butt is currently not in use, so I've upturned the lid so it can actually collect some rainwater itself, but I could link it with a hose pipe round to the other water butts if I need to, or I might just use it for storing things in. We shall see. So we'll go right around the back first. So behind there, there's 4 water butts, and basically I can unscrew that bottom bit, lift the net up a bit if I want to drain it off, because there's a tap there and the old tap's there. They're all linked via like a siphon hose pipe. I mean, this is just an old shed door, little wood pile on top here. This old shed door, I can lift that, you know, shift that off, and I can access all the tanks if I need to and lift them out. So obviously this is the one that's going to fill it off the shed roof. Siphons that way, and then the link loop the loop all the way down to the bottom of each tank, and then this one comes along here, back at the shed, loops into there, and this ain't got a top for it, but this is the one I'm going to fill my watering can out of. So while I was waiting for the fire to burn down, I made a little lid for it, so it's not the best thing, but it'll do the job. And they're all that level, because I had the hose pipe out earlier on just to fill them all up, and then siphoned it across into this one, so they're all full to that level. So I'll just let the rain do the rest now, and then hopefully that'll be that sorted. Jacked the corner of my shed up. I put a paving flag under that corner because it was sunk down a bit, so the gutter was kind of level, if back falling a little bit. So it's polycarbonate, so there's a little gap under here. What I'm going to do though, I'm going to unscrew these when I can remember next time, and I might actually lay a bit of polythene down, so I can use that roof if I want to for another rain capture. Because I've made it so it is falling this way, you know, and I could just dig it into there if I need to. It's just a case of putting some felt under it to collect it and drop it into a gutter. You know, I can run gutter. All I've got to do is cut the top of that middle post off, which is easy enough to get at. So all nice and tidy. Tanks are all concealed out of the way. So we're going to have a look around the other side now. Right, so I'll just show you one of these bays a bit closer up. But you can see that's a little tiny thing I've been trying to burn all the wood in. It's probably like 3 days of permanently going for, what, 10 hours. You know, probably just burning and burning for it, and it's just fallen to pieces now. It's knackered, so it's going to go home and gut it tip, that. So I'll open this middle one up because there's nothing in here. Just a case of sliding these off. So you've got to bring them up level and square. So I'll show you a bit closer what I've done here. Basically got, this is the end of the pallet, and then slate batten, which I think it's 25 by 40 or 45, something like that. Then just a bit of forward one on front of that, a little bit of slate batten there. So that's your recess. So you know these can slide up and down, but it won't go out. This, I've used this before, but actually for the roofing. The compost bay at home, had it on the roof, and it's just basically floor protector. Just get the real thinner stuff. You can use, my old compost bay had the woven membrane in, but I got sick of the thread stuff hanging around everywhere, so I thought I'll just get some of this stuff. Give about £5 a sheet, I think. But I think I used 4 sheets over the whole build. Like I say, it's I had to buy obviously some wood, the fence. I've still got 3 posts left because I managed to salvage some old posts that I've used to actually construct behind here. So most of it's been kind of scavenged. But that's the polycarbonate roof. No supports in the middle of it, and basically it's cut there, and then it's just trapped in between. Won't go out anywhere, won't slide out anywhere. And then if I want to, I can tighten that screw down the middle to put a little dip in it in the middle to make a valley. So I could use that as the water collection point if I wanted to. But it'll get pretty warm in there. But obviously I'll lay some on the compost once it gets a bit higher in there. I can lay some on it just to shade it and keep the moisture in. But this will just sort of stop it actually getting soaked. Because sometimes when you come to use your compost, it's that thick and heavy. You can't move it. So I'll just show you in here if I can get the lid off. It's a bit of a tight squeeze, is this lid. That's the green waste. So it's right twiggy last year. But there's still a couple of worms in it. It's good stuff now, wrong with that now. You know, I'd sow seeds in that, to be honest. Put it through the sieve. So managed to take my lid off one compost bin, and then I'll put it on a neighbour's plot, the other one. I've just got like a makeshift lid on the other one. So all that raised bed's all ready to go. It's just a case of getting ready to plant it up with something soon. Right, that's it for this update anyway. Like I say, I will compile all the footage of doing the raised bed and whatever footage I've got of building this. It's not a lot, you know, there's just like the odd minute here and there. I put the camera on sort of in between showers and stuff like that. I'll try and make something and put it together, and I'll upload it in the next week or two. I've got a busy couple of weeks, to be honest, so I need to be off here. I've got a back garden, pick some lettuce and do all that stuff yet. So as you can see, the sweet peas, Hilda's mixer, doing all right here, just direct sown. Putting flowers out now. So I better get all this stuff back over to the van. You know, but I'm happy with the little harvest. It's a little bonus while we're here. So thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you next time. See you now, bye bye.